Welcome back to another episode of Seriously Podcast. I'm Brittany.
I'm Mary.
And today we are really excited because we are discussing a new show that just premiered on Black Oak TV. And our guests today really don't need no introduction. I mean, these guys have been killing the comedy game for years. They are starring in their new show, Untold Stories with Unknown People, a new mockumentary series satirizing multiple documentaries over the past decade. So please welcome Amanuel and Rome from Dormtainment.
Hey, what up?
What's good, everybody?
What's going on? How you guys feeling?
Just staying black, staying beautiful, staying blessed. That's it.
Love it.
The 3Ds.
I'm taking care of my girl right now after this project. She felt a little neglected, so I'm trying to add out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we appreciate you guys stopping by and recapping this episode with us. For those living under a rock and may not know who Dormtainment is, can you just talk about how you guys got started?
We'll give you the shorter version. We was broke, wanted to make some money, got together, started doing videos. That's pretty much.
That's it right there.
That's it.
We started in college pretty much. We all wanted to be entrepreneurs, and so we started small business ventures along the way. Like we wanted to do a nonprofit, but of course, you got to have profit to start a nonprofit. So we didn't have that. And then we tried to be club promoters. We did one party. 7 people showed up, and 6 of them was us. So that was pretty much.
That's a party.
That was a gathering. It wasn't even.
And not to mention that. We at the time we're trying to go by these club promoters, so we came up with this clever name called the Black Executives.
Yep.
Little did we know in Atlanta there was like 15 Black Executives.
Yeah, there was like 15 Black Executives.
One of them approached us talking about, hey, we had that name before y'all.
And it sounded like some kid stuff.
Like
we had that name,
right.
So let me have that back.
So we let them.
So we let them have it back, because it wasn't up. Then we started putting videos on Facebook, just being funny, and it kind of grew over there, grew over time, and then YouTube was a thing. We were like, why don't we move it to YouTube? And kind of the rest is history. Just started, throwing videos up every Sunday, like a TV channel, and started doing that on a weekly basis and kept growing the content. Of course, there's a lot of ups and downs in between there, but
Ron's leaving out all
I'm leaving out all the because it could go on for hours if we talk about everything. But.
Ron, you guys, there was love affairs, fights,
the drama. We want the tea.
We called the Real House niggas of Atlanta.
No, that's pretty much in a nutshell what was going on. Then we got a chance to work with Comedy Central. They blessed us with opportunity. And I've worked with Issa, of course.
Yes.
And
got to do a show on YouTube Originals.
Show on YouTube Originals.
Snap.
Yeah, called Snap. MTV, True TV stuff. So just working our way up. And we wrote for a show called Sugar and Toys that was on Fuse.
Yeah.
Wrote and did the music for the last season. And acted in it. So that was cool.
We're just trying to be a jack of all trades.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been a comedy.
Yeah. A lot of people know you guys from Black and Sexy TV too.
Yeah, Black and Sexy. Can't forget about that guy.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, can't forget about that. That was great. That was fun. Love Janine. Love Will Catholic. He's doing his thing, killing it. Love Jeremy. He's doing his restaurant thing. So yeah, that was a fun experience too. They were like the first people we met when we got in LA, and they really treated us like family. So yeah, we always show love to them.
That's the beautiful thing. When you want to do something, like especially nowadays, and you're a Black person, like if you young and Black, you can easily find your circle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Moving from Atlanta to out here, we weren't sure. We were like, these white people gonna ruin everything.
Yeah.
But we found like different circles of people that, just like us, that were creative and actually being successful and wanted to collaborate and all that. So that's cool.
This reminds me of a meme I read this morning. It said, LA's so pretty, but I miss Black people. Nigga, look, it's like nigga be like, my nigga gonna slide. He a real ass nigga. And the next thing I know, Matthew McConaughey walk in. And I love Matthew McConaughey. That's not That's so funny to me. That was so funny. It's real though. It's real.
Yes.
Where y'all at?
We're in New York.
New York.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
New York.
nice.
I love
Yes.
New York in the summer.
Yes, in the summer. Winters right now, please.
Yeah. If I live in New York, I'm leaving every season. I'm flying down south with the birds. I'm leaving with them out of there.
Y'all come to New York often?
Last time I was in New York was
It's been about a
2018 when we went for the
2018.
YouTube.
Back in the day.
You know, back in the day before when everybody could walk around normal.
Right. When outside was open.
Yeah.
The good old days.
The good old days.
I used to see women's lips.
Yeah. When you see now
I used to see the eyes.
now we got judged by eyes. Man, your eyes fine, girl. Your top face killing it. Like I love it.
Top face.
Oh my gosh. So let us know, how do you guys come up with like ideas for skits? Like, what's the process?
Honestly, it's a lot of real life. The first example I could think of is when we shot a sketch called I Think I Love You. And it was essentially about a girl saying that she loved the guy kind of prematurely, but that came from a story that I did that happened to me literally the week prior when I was with a young lady, and we were making out, and then she whispered in my ear, she was like, "You're the only one I want." I was like, "Oh God, I don't know what that means. I don't know." I immediately came home, and I came home to the guys, and just like how the skit went, we literally started debating on whether I should like continue to talk to her. Is she moving too fast? Am I overthinking it? And then we ended up just writing that skit, and then it's kind of just, so it's just like a lot of times it can come from real life stuff, or just see something funny online, and you're like, "Oh, this would be funny if we did this," and then we kind of just collaborate from there. Like Amanuel directs pretty much everything, and so we'll like have the script. We'll all like go over the script, and if we don't like certain jokes, we'll replace the jokes. Luckily, we've been with each other so long, everybody knows everybody's kind of humor and tone. And then from there, we'll just figure out like how to shoot it, what style we want to shoot it in,
and it's funny because like we've been doing this so long now that you could get to a place where you look at something, and even if it's one of the things that somebody wrote, and I'll look at that line and I'll be like, "Yo, that's funny." Yo, that's genius. Like, you don't even feel that, but you just know. It's like you kind of just know that. Oh, this is funny. But it's like
right.
And then sometimes we still have those moments, those genuine moments that where you laughing from the gut, like yo, I can't stop.
A joke is really fun. Like when I listen to Dave Chappelle, sometimes I don't bust out laughing, but I'll be like, "Oh, that's good. That's funny.
Right.
That's funny."
Right.
Like
you see the genius behind a joke, but you're not necessarily busting out loud.
Yeah.
So how do you guys deal with like conflicts when something's not funny?
Well, with us,
I tell Rome he's not funny all the time.
Yeah, he tells me that all the time. Yeah, I'm dealing with low self-esteem because of it, but I think it's no egos. I think it's really like if like we're not gonna. It's about how you communicate with people. You know what I'm saying? Like we communicate. We ain't gonna be like, bro, hey, that sucks, bro. That's just not fun. It's like hey, I think we can do better with this joke. I think this joke can hit differently. Or what about let's try it this way? We're not gonna just be like, hey, dog, you ain't funny. Don't write that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what's funny to us is the first time we were in it was our writer's room for Comedy Central, and we had never really been told that like if a certain script was something, like we never knew how white people said you wasn't funny. And we found out when we went to do the writer's room, and they're reading through the script, and they stopped on one joke, and the lady goes, yeah, that lands a little soft for me. And we was like, it kind of threw us off a little bit, like, and then
I just said, nigga,
like, it lands a little soft for me, and then she goes, yeah, let's find an alt for that. And I was like, an alt? What? How
what is this? What are these terms?
That's the language that they use, and we figured out like that's just how they like. Yeah, we need an alternate joke for that. Like, and that's the best way they can tell you that joke wasn't hitting, that it lands soft for me, and I get it now. Yeah. I understand that, but at first,
it's a delicate balance. Comedians got we can have egos, or we could be sensitive, especially to your art.
Yeah,
and if somebody's telling you it's not funny, depending on their approach, I'm not saying they're gonna get punched in the face, but they might get punched.
Yeah, so landing soft actually works. Is really actually a great way to do it, because it's not that it's maybe not even that funny, but it's just not hitting the way it needs to. You know what I'm saying? So, and so that's how we kind of gauge what's funny and what's not. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how we do it.
Okay. So for this project, Untold Stories with Unknown People, like how did that idea come about? Was it something that you guys had like in your pocket and it was just like the timing wasn't right? Or was this like a result of just like being in the panorama and stuff?
It was definitely being in the panorama because a lot of the documentaries and stuff were out. The Epstein was out. Michael Jordan Last Dance uh, was out, and so we were talking about ideas to throw around because essentially we had to do something that was going to let us work within the confines that we were in because it's 2020. We couldn't go nowhere and shoot nothing really. So we were like, all right, what's the best way to do it? And then I think Mike or man, one of them two has said, what about if we did like a parody documentary series? Because I think Unsolved Mysteries was out, and so everybody was all these documentaries. It was
You
like,
remember Tiger King came out?
Tiger King was out, all this stuff. So we were like, it would be funny if we just told these random stories by these unknown people, like just and pretty much parody each documentary in whatever form, and that's kind of where it went. Then we just started coming up with like, all right, what could be some funny documentary ideas,
and the flip was really to like, how can we, make this black essentially?
Right.
Yeah.
Like how can what is the black joke in these documentaries?
Yeah.
So you seen them. Obviously, Michael Jordan's black, so that wasn't hard to do. But something like Jeffrey Epstein, I don't want to give too much away on that episode, but we have one called Black Dad Island. And if you know the Jeffrey Epstein story, it was kind of like a pedophile island, they called it. Black Dad Island. We were like, yo, all these dads, missing from black families that, where did they go? You know what I'm saying? Where did they go? So maybe an island full of black dads.
I'm done.
Wow.
So we just were constantly flipping it and trying to, appeal to our culture more. And hopefully you can learn a little something, but actually just laugh is the most important.
Yeah.
Like when Black Oak came to us, we were like, yo, this is a black network. Let's do it for our people big. And we did with what we could, especially during the what y'all call it? Panini?
Oh, yeah.
That works.
That sounds right.
Panorama.
Yeah. It was kind of tough getting a lot of people, but luckily we got a lot of good friends. We had a bunch of cameos.
Yeah, we had our homegirl Gail Bean, who's on Snowfall,
and she was the girl in y'all seen Atlanta, the episode where they were in Drake's house.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the girl that was the drunk one? I believe, or she was high or something.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she did a few things. So we had her. She's our close friend. We had our homeboy Marvin, who's done a lot of writing with us. He wrote with us on our LOL project for Laugh Out Loud Network.
We had Lulu Gonzalez.
Yeah, Lulu Gonzalez.
Wow.
We had a few people come through and just show love and be in the series for us. But we really excited about it because it's just a different thing that we haven't done yet. So I think we're super.
But we kind of have.
I mean, we have, but
and that was the cool thing. We've done this type of stuff before. We did a Bad Girls Club parody one time and called it Bad Boys Club.
Yes, I remember that.
We've done parodies of shows and like news and things before, and we always felt like, yo, that's kind of a bread and butter of what we do. Parody is so fun because you're just taking whatever thing you're looking at and you're saying, okay, how can we flip this to speak to what we want to speak to?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? In the funniest way. So
I think the first video that I might have saw of you guys was the Family y'all did like a Family Matters parody, right? Or like a
or either the Fresh Prince. We did
it was both.
It was both. Yeah, we did both. It was both.
It was the sitcom parody.
Yes.
We always love doing that.
So what sort of challenges did you guys have facing like creating this project?
Well, one time is one, but two, I think just COVID really, because you got to make sure that because of course it's locations that you really want to go to, but some things are open, some things aren't. Something
And we were shooting this right in the middle of the whole when LA was locking.
Yeah, LA was locking. So,
but the cool thing again, like having friends that do this and we know do it well, we were easily like, because we could only really bring over like a couple extra people at a time.
Right.
It wasn't could bring a whole bunch of people. It was no more than 10 people.
Yeah.
It's already 5 of us in a group.
Yeah.
So we could do much, but we pulled our team together and made it happen.
Yes. So let's get into the episode. Let's recap it and talk about Untold Stories about Untold People, episode 1.
Episode 1, we got it's called basically it's parody of The Last Dance, Michael Jordan's documentary of his the last year, of him playing in Chicago.
Yeah.
And we said, okay, we looked at that parody and was like, yo, how can we flip this, And we said, I believe it might have been Mike who said, yo, instead of the last dance, what if we called it the final dance and base it around a prom? Like this kid that's named Jordan Michael, 3 years or whatever of his high school was the prom king.
Right.
So sophomore year, and what's the other one? Junior year. He was freshman king. Then he left the school, just like whatchamacallit.
Yeah, you know how parents pull kids out and go to a different district or something like that.
Yeah.
So officially, that's what happened. So just like in the Jordan documentary, he left because he retired for 2 years and then came back. So he essentially said like, all right, his mom pulled him out of school or out the district for maybe the junior year, and then he came back for the senior year.
He came back because there was a group called the Bad Boys, similar to the Detroit Pistons. But this group was a bunch of dudes a bunch of cool high schoolers.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yes.
They were trying to challenge. They said they wanted to be the prom king, and Jordan Michael makes his way back.
Because essentially, prom in high school, that is the championship.
Right.
That's the championship. Like you waiting to see who's gonna be there, who's gonna be your date, who I'm saying. It's like it's a whole event really, and so we was like, it makes perfect sense for this type of style of documentary.
Yeah, you always expect something big to happen at the end of prom, and honestly, it never does. At least not.
My prom was anticlimactic, so
I've heard so many dudes tell me, "Man, I got so much pussy at my prom." I was like,
"No, you didn't.
No, you didn't."
I was going to ask, were either of you prom king in high school?
Now you we talking what one of us prom king. That's why we started a comedy group to feel better.
I had to make fun of my sad situation.
When I first saw that Jordan was prom king 3 years in a row, I thought he got left back because in New York, prom is only for your senior year. Like nobody goes unless you're a senior. So I'm like, he got left back.
I'm like 3 times.
Well, I know if you have a date that invites you that's a senior or whatever to prom, then you go. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a freshman dating,
but you can't be prom or prom king.
Yes. But essentially, we just said he was that guy, so he was always there.
Because honestly, I didn't know what to expect when I first watched, but I think you guys did an amazing job in referencing the documentary in a fun way, because you're just sitting there and you're like, oh, prom, The Last Dance.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, Mary was like, I don't understand. I was like, girl, listen.
I don't know basketball.
That's good though, because you want people to kind of be watching and be a little confused for everything. Oh, I get it. I see what's going on. That's the unique. That's the cool part.
And another unique part was when they were doing the backhanded compliment battle. I was like, okay,
what? I was like, this school is different. They don't fight.
Yeah, you spend all day in the mirror with those waves. He always fresh. What is it, the first day of school? That's why Jordan has both parents at home.
We had that conversation a while back about in 8 Mile, the Eminem battle. He was like, I remember the part, he was like, this guy's a gangster, his real name's Clarence, and Clarence both parents. And we was like, and then he said Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. We was like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
That's okay.
It's because he was acting hard. That's why.
Yeah, he comes from a good home, and his name is Clarence. He's gonna get a good job. That's good. So we were like, yeah, backhand compliment battle is hilarious.
That is. What's the worst backhanded compliment you guys ever received?
Yo, okay, I told this before, but I'm gonna tell y'all. This is a little vulgar, but one time, me and an ex of mine, it was her birthday, and I took her out to eat. We had a good time. Blah blah blah. Get back home, and we started making sweet, sweet love.
Not sweet love.
Sweet
Love.
No, we were making sweet love.
Oh yeah, sweet
We
love.
were making sweet love.
Tyrese on you.
Listen, we were making sweet love. So I thought.
Oh Lord.
Because with the time we started, by the time we ended, I thought, it might have been an hour or two. I might have been an hour or two wrong.
Yeah.
Too long. So I flip over, and we done. I'm chilling now.
You feeling good about life?
He said, "I put in my good work."
Yeah.
I pull out my metaphorical cigarette, and I sit back, and she turns to me and she says, "Well, happy birthday to you."
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
Oh, hey, when he said that, I said, "Oh, that stings, buddy." Oh, that
Whoa.
I said, "Oh, I'm gonna go get my life together." Worshiping,
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it's those backhand compliments. Sometimes they can be good, sometimes they can be bad.
Right. Yeah, so another character that I liked in it was Denise Rodman. That was a cool twist that you guys did.
Girl Jessica, she's funny. She's fun. She's actually really cool. She's from Texas, Dallas, country girl. But
that was our first time working with her.
That was like our first time working with
She
on a
was
project.
amazing.
Yeah, she was really good.
She was really good. She's
Yeah.
on a couple of the episodes.
Yeah.
Y'all will see her again, but she killed it in that.
Hi, my name is Denise Rodman. I joined the Bullies my senior year. Now, before I joined the Bullies, that was what I like to call some soft-ass niggas.
She was ad-libbing like crazy. She was great.
We like working with people that like are, because of course we have a script, but we want people to go off and do their thing. Like if you got a certain thing you do, like go off and do. She was really good at like being on the fly with jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
I liked when Jordan had food poisoning and he was like, "Of course, the day I eat ass is the day I
when Mike first said, because I hadn't seen the full episode, I didn't see that part that Mike said that. So when Emmanuel showed me the full thing, he said, I died laughing. That was so funny. Of course,
man, I've been eating ass since.
Yeah, you like eating ass since I was. Like, come on, like, what we doing?
Oh, Brittany, did you peep that when they said he left school, but then was posted up? I was like, ain't that what people always did in high school too?
Oh yeah.
Yes, they leave, but they still there.
Every day, like you not going to class or nothing. This is your life.
And the reason we did that is because in the documentary, Jordan left, but then this man was hanging around the gym with them.
Yeah, Michael Jordan would post up around the gym, just watching them practice.
Well, you don't play, dog. Come on.
Like, do you want to be a part of the team?
Like, nigga, come help. Y'all just play.
And then, of course, I love how dance-offs are the answers for everything back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
But it was 98, but why would y'all play 1920s swing music?
That's what made it even funnier. I was like, this is so stupid.
No. Mike just put it in there. Mike edited pretty much all of the whole all the season. And he put that music in there as a filler at first. But when he played it back to us, I was just laughing so much at the time. Because to me, honestly, that music fit his tight ass outfit.
It did.
It did.
His dance moves. I was like, what are you doing, sir?
Right. And the dance moves. That's even funnier. Like they praising these dance moves, and he ain't even doing.
He not doing nothing.
He's spinning in the circle, just slow. I'm prom king. I'm like, okay, sir, do your thing.
But this was really good. I can't wait to see your next episodes. Like I love the uniqueness of it.
Oh,
thank you.
We can't wait for y'all to see the rest of the season. It's really gonna be good. There's a couple episodes that I'm like,
I'm curious to see what people
gonna be dying at some of this shit. But and we got some jokes in there that maybe I hope I don't offend a whole nation type of joke.
A nation? Oh God!
Oh Lord!
Because you know people want to be mad at everything nowadays.
Oh yeah.
We try to make equal fun of everybody.
Oh yeah, everybody can get these jokes. grandma, my mom got so mad at me, but she was laughing because my grandma is like almost 80. My granddad's like 84. And my mom was telling me, she was like, your grandmother and your granddad, they've been arguing a lot lately. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, your grandmother talking about she may want to leave your granddad if he keep acting like this. I said, Ma, who's she gonna leave him for? Death?
Oh my God! Stop.
And she was like, "Why would you say that?"
Nah.
She was like, "It was really funny, but why'd you say that?" I was like, "My bad, man. My bad. I had to do it. I love you, Grandma. My bad. My fault. My fault."
Where's the belt?
No one is safe. No one is safe.
You gonna leave that man for a nigga named Hospice?
Oh, y'all.
Where's the belt?
Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. Dark jokes be funny sometimes. They be funny.
No, they do. And you're like, I shouldn't be laughing, but this is funny.
I think that's the cool thing about comedy. Like, if you know somebody's a comedian in comedy, it's, yes, it might sound harsh, but they're trying to make a better something out of a better situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people are at funerals or people are sick, like, sometimes you don't want to deal with all that sad shit. You like, make me laugh, man. Like, I don't care if I'm talk about my sickness. I don't care. Make me laugh. Like,
I'm sorry. If I was at that funeral where they tried to throw that bird in the air and it just landed on the ground, I would have been dying.
Oh yeah, I'd have been.
I would have
laughed. Really died? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, he was like, and the praise be the Lord. We free this bird and the spirit of so and so.
It was like them doves they let off into the air.
He let that bird. That thing fell straight to the ground. Straight to the ground.
I think I'd be traumatized.
All you heard was a bunch of black people in the background go, "Oh."
That is jokes. Oh my gosh. But back to the show. Can you guys share like what other documentaries that you will be like referencing and what other episodes we can expect?
So we got one. Everybody, do you know our character Jerry J that Chaz plays?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we have an Unsolved Mysteries episode about a pimp who thinks his hose was abducted by aliens because they go missing.
I'm done.
So he goes on this whole journey to find his hoes that are abducted by aliens, and you'll see how it kind of plays out. So that's one we got.
That's the one I was talking about, y'all. I was offending the nation of hoes.
Oh, that
one. We got that one. We got one about a guy named Shaquem Limbs, who was the famous one-arm baller in the hood.
Yeah, we
okay.
From
that was from the Stephon Marbury.
Yeah, Stephon Marbury had a documentary out recently.
That's another basketball person, right?
Yeah,
Sneakers.
Basketball person.
Yeah. You probably that person that be watching basketball and be like, "Ooh, touchdown!"
I don't appreciate you judging my life.
But we got one called the y'all heard of y'all know who Tom Joyner is?
Yes, radio host.
Yes. We got one called the Joyner Thompson Cruise Scandal. Which is basically, we say, if y'all heard of the Tom Joyner Cruise, but the Joyner Thompson Cruise, it's typically for like 45 up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These and goodies. But so we say a bunch of aunties and uncles is usually who this is for, that type of cruise. But there's a whole scam going on where people under the age of 40 are getting on the ship. And this mad auntie goes to the FBI and starts saying they need help to figure out who's scamming the Joyner.
I can't,
because they don't have enough tickets and they want to go, but all these youngins on here, it's an auntie uncle type of event.
And so we based that one off a McDonald's parody that came out. It's a McMillions.
Oh,
that was a good documentary. If you ain't watched that, was a good.
I didn't watch that one.
That was a good documentary.
It's on HBO.
Yeah, so we got some. It's some good ones in there.
We got one on ITIS. We got one on the ITIS conspiracy.
Yeah, the ITIS with black people.
ITIS.
They keeping back black people sleep out here.
Yeah.
We got one. What else? We got one based on this character. Kind of like you remember Miss Cleo?
Yes, of course. Call me now.
Call me now. We got one with a dude called Mr. Cleo.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of like the more updated.
Imagine if Prince was doing like one of these hotlines type of thing, but basically he's a crystal scam artist, and they end up but so it's
he's a
like
crystal scam artist YouTuber.
Yeah, YouTube.
So instead of calling me now, he said, "Subscribe to me now."
We got some good.
Oh my God.
I'm excited for people to watch it for sure.
Yes. Wait, do you guys carry the Fire Festival documentary? That was a big one.
You know what? We didn't think about that.
We didn't touch that.
I think we would have been around the time we would have, but we wasn't thinking about it. We was going to one that was out at the
more
time.
recently. But if season 2 comes around,
that could be interesting.
We're gonna be
yeah, definitely gotta do that.
Yeah.
So will all episodes be on Black Oak TV the same day, or is it going to be like weekly or bi-weekly?
It's going to be a weekly launch.
Yeah.
So right now we got the first episode dropping on.
First episode dropping on our channel and on the Black Oak TV.
So you'll be able to see that.
Because of course we're trying to push fans to go, so they can go watch it and stuff.
Right.
Like that.
We'll have all the updates on our Twitter and our Instagram, Facebook. Follow at Dormtainment, all that.
Yeah.
So.
Dormtainment on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for coming through. We are so excited about this show. This was so much fun.
You guys appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Y'all are great hosts. I can hear it. Harry, I think, is crazy.
Why am I being? I feel so attacked.
I think you are insane.
I love it.
I
love it. He knows the real you.
I'm chilling.
Appreciate it, y'all. We'll see y'all on OnlyFans.
You found that channel?
Oh yeah, I'm flapping dick back and forth for 15 minutes.
I am done.
Tyrese and Baby Boy when he was slapping the
that's it.
I'm doing 15 minutes of that.
Subscribe now.
If it work out, then we doing it big in 2021.
How long have you guys been doing this podcast now?
Is this year 4 or 5?
Okay.
This is year 5.
No, 2020 just has us all confused. So.
Right.
So when we come to New York, we'll have to do it live and direct. So hopefully we can get that going in the next year or two.
For real. We'll love that. We need to make it out to LA one day soon too.
True, y'all are welcome.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll get y'all on our podcast.
Yeah,
hey, I love your podcast, by the way. Trap House, love it.
Thank you. And I was going to be honest and say, don't come through if you ain't trying to cook, though, for sure. Like, so, you know what I'm saying?
We got to cook.
No!
You got to...
How? You going to ask me.
Y'all got to cook for us.
Right. Thank you so much for joining.
Hold on, you said cook for y'all? All right, we're going to get up out of here, guys. That's pretty much... Nah, but we would definitely love to have you guys on. Like, it's great. I love... When we can get women on, it's always fun because it's just a different dynamic in the group. So
yes, let us know. We are always down for sure.
Let's do it.
Last question: are you guys going back to music anytime soon?
That's funny you said that. We literally maybe having something in the works shortly. So
we had a meeting the other day actually about some so we do have, in the meantime though, we do have a show on our channel called Room Noise.
Yeah.
Which we we have a guest every episode, which we basically come up with a topic or a funny joke or something, and we make a song out of it on the spot. And we usually have a guest that we feature on the song, and they come through and do their thing. So check that out. I think it's funny.
Okay.
It's fun. Something to watch.
Yeah. So check that out, y'all. Thank you guys so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. That was great. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, y'all. That's it for another episode of Seriously Podcast. We want to thank Amanuel and Rome from Dormtainment for coming through and kicking it with us to talk about their new show, Untold Stories with Unknown People. You can watch it right now on Black Oak TV. And make sure you are following us on all social media platforms at Seriously Podcast. See you guys next week.